Hi, in this video we have equations of this type ax plus by is equal to c. We have to draw the graph by using such type of equations. Okay, let's check out the questions. Find where each graph crosses the axis. Which of these axes, x and y axis, and draw the graph. We have this one equation, 3x plus y is equal to 12. Okay, let's just arrange it a bit. 2y, 3x. Now that's 12 over 3. No, 12 over 2. 3.3 over 2x. Alright. So now we have this equation. We have to put the values, assume the values of x, and then take out the value of y. Like this. Okay, now I'm done with these all values of y by putting the x values inside this equation, and I have plotted the graph as well. So let's put the values. Yeah, we have 0, 1, 2, and 2. Alright, 0, 1, 2. This one, that's 2, that's negative 1, that's negative 2. Okay, there will be 0 over here. Okay, and what would be, okay, what if we write 3, the table of 3 over here, 3, 6, 9. All right, negative 3, negative 6, and negative 9. Okay, here's negative y-axis, negative x-axis, and that would be positive axis. Okay, so let's start plotting the lines. Okay, when there is a 0, your y will be x, y will be 6. Okay, when there is 1, your y will be 4.5. That would be, there will your 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 3, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 5. Okay, so the one blocks and the half of that second blocks will make up this whole. Yeah. Let's just. Okay, it's just confusing. I'm just erasing this whole and plotting the numbers all over the numbers over here. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's it. So let's take out, when there is a x in 0, your y will be 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, here lies your 6. And then when there is 1 in the x, your y will be 4.5. That must be between this. Yeah, over here. Okay, and when your x is 2, your y will be 3. Yeah. Over here. And when your x is negative 1, your y will be 7.5. Yeah, over here. Okay, and when your x is negative 2, your y will be, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 over here. Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, you can see that's the straight line over here. I just need to rearrange it. So that okay, this is the exact straight line, and we have to find out that point where the graph crosses the axis, and that's obviously this point. Okay, let's move on. Another example that also relates with the ax plus by is equal to c equation. That's a linear equation as well. And now we have to graph the next example. Okay, a film selling plants has found that the number sold and thousand is related to the price, pounds price. Okay, by the form 6p plus n is equal to 90. Okay, they have mentioned the equation as well. So what do you need to do? Draw the graph of n against p for, they have mentioned the values for n. Put n on the vertical axis and p on the horizontal axis. Alright, use your graph to find the price when 30,000 plants are sold. Okay, you may say that 30n thousand. Okay, use your graph to find the number sold if the price is set as £8. Use your graph to find the price if 90,000 plants were sold. Is this a reasonable value? Sensible value. Sorry, I just made a mistake over here. We just need to find out the graph where the axes crosses each other. And you know that at 0, when your x is 0 and y have any value, or x has any value, your y must be 0. These are two order pairs where the axes will cross. You just need to find out by putting x is equal to 0 at the first time that we already did. You just don't need to plot all these other points over here. And for next, you have to put y is equal to 0 and take out the value of x, and that would be okay. If we put y is equal to 0, okay, so your y will be 4. Okay, your x value will be 4. Yeah. All right, and there it will cross this axis over here when your y is 0. So we just need to find out these 2 points where the axes cross each other, not the other points. That's the mistake I want to consider. All right, so let's move on to the example that we have already discussed. So a film selling, okay, now first of all we have to draw the graph by using these points and must be on the vertical axis. Okay. Okay, if I just draw this graph from this point 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, and 80, and then 90. Yeah, that's it. So here will be my x-axis. start again. Okay, so that's your origin 0 0, and now we have to consider, okay, when there is dollar graph n against, okay, we have to find out the value of p by putting 0, 10, 20, so that we can get an approximate value for that. Okay, so let's use this graph green 90. All right, so when your n is 90, then what would be your p? Okay, that would be, and then, okay, let's say if I use table of 2 over here, 2 4 5, okay, 2 4 6 and 8. All right, okay, so we have to draw according to these points. Okay, let's say your 90, your p is 2, what would be your n? Okay, I got all of these points, all those order pairs over here, and now we can easily plot them on the graph. Let's say it's 2, the value on the y axis that would be 78. Okay, so 71, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so there will lie our 78. Okay, when our p is 4, our n will be 66, and that would be 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 66. Okay, let me do it again. 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66. Okay, over here 66 lies. All right. And when our p is 6, our n will be 54, and that would be 51, 52, 53, 54. All right, over here. And when our p is 8, our n, when our p is 8, our n would be 42. All right, so that's 41, 42 over here. So that would be again a straight line. Just do it in parts. Okay, so you got a straight line. Okay, we have drawn the graph on the coordinate axis. Use a graph to find the price when 30,000 plants were sold. Okay, you know one thing over here, whenever we are writing n, that means 78, doesn't mean that's 78, that means 78,000. Okay, 66,000, because that's already mentioned over here. N means 1,000, and after that n thousands. So this means 30,000. Okay, we have to find out when our n is 30, how much will be the price of 30 plants. Okay, let's use this whole over here. We have this equation. We just need to put the value of n. Yeah, so that would be 10. Okay, so 10 pounds would be the price of 30,000 plants. Okay, and we have to check it by using a graph, not by using the equation. Okay, when there's 30,000, 30,000. All right, we have to plot the graph on the axis a bit more. Okay, let's draw it. Okay, now I have increased the whole x-axis, forwarded it a bit. Now we have to plot 30,000 plants on choosing the 10 pounds as the price of it. Yeah, that would lie over here. Okay, so this part is done. Okay, the next part is what will be the number of plants sold at the price is 8 pounds. Okay, we have already found out that one, and that's about 42. Okay, that's 42,000 plants that we got at 8 pounds by using our graph. Okay, use your graph to find the price at 90,000 plants were sold. Is this a sensible value? Okay, you just need to plot it first and then do the rest. Okay, so 90,000 P, what will be the price? 90 minus 90 is our 60. Okay, price will be 0 if we reach 90,000. Okay, that point will lie over here. Okay, this is not a sensible value. Okay, so let's move on to the next part. Okay, Gerardo has started playing golf. In golf, the lower the score, the better. To try to reduce his score, he learns lesson with a professional. He keeps a record of his progress. So here is given the week, the score. Okay, you're all right. You have to do these rest parts. Plot these points on a graph against HW, each against W. Okay, draw in the best straight line. What was Gerardo K score before he started lessons? Gradient by intercept. Write the equation in the form of this. To enter a trial, Gerardo needs to have a score below 12. Okay, use your equation to find out how many weeks it will take to reduce his score to 12. Do you think this is a reasonable value? Give a reason for your answer. Yeah. So first of all, we have to draw the graph by using the. Let's plot the week along the x-axis and the score along the y-axis. Okay, I'm using this as the origin, and that would be the x-axis. And over here, I'm using the table of 5. Okay, 25, leaving 5 units inside between each value. 25, 30, and 35. Okay, that's it. So over here, I'm using 10 units, 10, 20, 10, okay, 10, 20, 30, and 40. Okay, that's it. So now we have to plot the graph. They have already mentioned the points, and when there is 5 inside this, over here will be 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. That's total 10 units. You just need to use this 22, and that would be 5 over here on the weak side. All right. You can mention score over here. They have mentioned each of for the value of score and W for the week. Okay, 22, and then when there is a 10, your score will be 21. All right, and when there is 20, your score will be 20. All right, so when there is a 30, your score will be 19. All right. So you have drawn the graph. All right. So what was your score before he started the lecture? As you know that before he started, they are using the table of 5 over here. So obviously before he started, that would be 0 week, and you can see that they're moving accordingly. 19, then 20, then 21, then 22, then obviously that would be 23. So the answer would be 23. Okay, now you have to find out the gradient and y-intercept and write the equation. Okay, so we have to find out the gradient and then the y-intercept when your x value will be 0. Okay, m equals to y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. Okay, m. Okay, I'm using this one and this one. Okay, so x is 22 over 19, 5 over 30, that would be the x values. Okay, so you got 3 over 25 as the slope, or you may say the gradient. Okay, and you know the already y-intercept. We got this over here. When your week is 0, your score will be 23. Okay, so you have the y-intercept and the gradient. You can easily put that in the equation. That's this 25 x plus 23. Yeah, that's it. So that would be the equation you got in this type of form. You can just rearrange it to get this form. Ax plus by is equal to c. Okay, so he needs to go below 12. That's the part D. Okay, he needs to go below D. Use your equation to find out how many weeks will he take. Will it take? Okay, let's use this equation. Okay, y is the score, and x you need to find out. Let's arrange the equation. Put your 23 on the other side. That would be 3 over 25 over x, and then 12 minus 23 times with 25, and then you have to divide it with 3, and you are left with that. Okay, because that change of fraction when you move 25 and 3 to the other side. Okay, that will all make up to the 92 weeks, approximately 92 weeks. Okay, and that's a lot. You can say that. Give a reason for your answer. That is a lot of weeks to get that much professionalism in your auto, to keep a record or lower the score, whatever you say. That's a lot of time you need to practice. So that's all the examples related to the ax plus by is equal to c equation, and I hope you understand it.